So this is the honest truth about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. There's so much negativity surrounding this game online, and I want to change up the perspective a little bit. If you're open to hearing a different perspective, I want to tell you something about the game. The game makes you feel like you're really in an anime. A lot of people, they want to diss it because they talk about balancing or competition or anything like that. And I can see that online recently, the tournament has got a lot of people talking, right? And just because there's exploits in a game doesn't mean that the game sucks or isn't competitive or isn't fun. There's so many games out there that are fighting games that have exploits that people say, oh, well, we're going to do a tournament for money, but you can't use this, you can't use this, right? There's rules to it. Just like how in the UFC, there's rules to hitting people in certain areas or doing certain things. That doesn't mean UFC is not balanced, right? In real life, right? So it's the same thing with video games. It's not about the game being broken or uncompetitive, non-competitive, or just the game sucks. It's about people finding exploits and they want to win at any cost. The guy who was being negative, saying they will listen to us and da 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 and da 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 da. You're not hurting anybody but yourself. If this game dies, you're just hurting yourself. If you're a fan of it, and you're probably not, because if you were, you would just play honorably. If you see how a lot of people play, they complain about how the game sucks, but look at how this person is playing me right now. He's just transforming, not throwing any combos. He's trying to turn Great Ape and cheap shot me, but look at how I defeat him so easily. Look how I defeat him so easily. And, keep watching how I defeat him. But it's like people like this play the game because they just want to win. Instead of playing who they actually enjoy, instead of playing for fun, instead of playing to learn the game's mechanics and get good and skillful at the game's mechanics, all they want to do is cheap their way to the top, right? Because they want to be the strongest in Dragon Ball Z, the game. They want to feel like they've done something. But let me tell you something. Just like anybody has the right to say the game isn't fun, they never want to pick it up again, it sucks. Just like you guys have the right to say that, all of us that are positive about the game have the right to feel like the game's awesome and competitive and fun and we want to pick it up every day. I don't play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero every day, but I do have 100 hours plus on the game. And a lot of those hours is just me practicing in the training mode or playing with friends. The game is really fun to an anime fan and to a Dragon Ball Z fan. Many of the people complaining are probably people that have never picked up a comic, never picked up an anime, just got the game because of the hype. And to be honest, it's really sad. Let me go into some facts for a second. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has a 24-hour peak on Steam, right? I don't even know if Steam is the only place you could buy PC games. But let's say if it is, right? Because I don't play PC, I play PS5. So there's 6,532 daily players on Steam. If we times that times 3, right? If we say there's the exact same amount on Xbox and the exact same amount on PlayStation, right? Then we're gonna actually have 19 or 20,000 people, right? So 19 or 20,000 people, daily players, that's not a dead game. That's 20,000 people coming on the game. Also, this is not a live service game. The only time developers care if people are consistently on and how many people are consistently on their game is if it's live service. They if they add anything from here on out to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it's because they're passionate about making a great game. Because guess what? They've already won. They've already got your money. They've already got my money. They've already got anybody who's playing this game. They've already made their money. This is how they make their money. They don't make their money from microtransactions and new skins and new stuff like that. They make it from the actual physical copy of the game or digital copy of the game and from DLC. And they've already got most people to buy those things. So they've already made their money that they're going to make. They don't need to do anything else. So when people come with this attitude of like, they need to do this, they're going to listen to us and blah, 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 it's such a spoiled brat mentality. If you used to game back in the past like me, which a lot of you, if you're too young to remember this, then you just are too young and you never experienced this era. But back in the day, The games that we got were just the games that we got. There was no updates to them. There was no DLC. There was no added content. There was no fixing this or fixing that. If it was broken, it was broken. Straight up. And people had to either enjoy it or not enjoy it. And as a kid, me and my friends would always say, "Man, it would be cool if they made a game like this. It would be cool if they this game added this or added that." Now we're in a time where you can do that. And instead of people using the fact that we have social media and the fact that we have buzz and the fact that we have online presence to help the developers know what to add and ask them politely and ask them with some decency, they complain, they nag, and they're extremely disrespectful when they've never even touched or developed a game ever. They don't know how hard it is. They don't know how much work it takes. And they expect these grown adults to just do what they say perfectly and be their slaves for their enjoyment. You know, I'm not saying that there's never been developers that didn't care about the player base or didn't treat the player base with respect either. I'm just saying that you can't ask for respect from the developers without giving it first. You have to give respect. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is amazing. It's a great game. It's a game that I personally will be playing for the foreseeable future. It's not the only game I'm going to be playing because I'm never a person that only plays one game for too long. Maybe for a while, maybe to beat the story mode, maybe to do this, maybe to do that, maybe to get better at it. But I'll never just only play one game because that's not why games are created. There's multiple games for a reason. You can have fun in other ways. Dragon Ball Sparky Zero also has more than just ranked. Why does everybody only talk about ranked? It's like there's player match, there's world tournaments. I love world tournaments. Doing it like the traditional world tournaments from the old Dragon Ball series and Dragon Ball Z series, and doing it in order where you have to watch each other's match and you get to cheer each other on. That's fun. That's extremely fun. There's also not just one way to play. There's DP, there's team battles and battles. Single battles just one on one, straight hands. You know, DP it's 5 on 5, 4 on 5, you know, 3 on 5, whatever. And team battle could just be 5 on 5, anybody. You could pick the strongest characters ever. So if you want to do that, then go do that. But it's like all this negativity online is unnecessary. I think the biggest problem that I see with Sparking Zero is the community not being patient, not being tolerant, and not being constructive. There's only a few people I see that are true OG veterans and people who really love and enjoy Dragon Ball Z and the Tenkaichi series that have actually said some constructive criticism without bashing the game, which you can do. But people don't understand that, right? So anybody who's with me, right? Anybody who feels the way I feel, passionately about the game, enjoying the game, but is just tired of all the negativity, it's time for us to speak up. It's time for us to push the actual correct narrative, right? According to our opinion, right? Because I can't say that everybody else is just automatically wrong. But I do think that the negativity is a wrong way to go about any situation, right? Any situation. I'm trying to be a positive person. I'm trying to give you guys something that you guys don't get in the world, right? A positive outlook, a perspective that is more positive. Let's continue to tell the developers what they can add to make the game better, but not bash on the game and love what it actually is. There's 182 separate characters. When I play Goku from GT, it's different than when I play Goku from GT Super Saiyan 1. The move set is different. I have to play differently. I have to think differently. This is beautiful because it means that every single character I want to pick up, I have to master, which means this is a easily 500 plus hour game. I only have 100 something hours, and I've only got one character to 7 stars. That means I've only played one character long enough to really master him. And that's a base GT Goku. I haven't even got I've gotten Super Saiyan GT Goku to like 5 stars, but not even to 7 stars. And that's only one character. So like a lot of these people online that are complaining, to be honest, look at how the people play throughout this entire video. If you really pay attention to it, you'll see that these are the types of people that complain about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but they play so, like, not to be mean, not to be rude, but they play so horribly. They just play so horribly. So I care about people. I care about the community, but I will say this: stop being negative about Sparking Zero. It's an amazing game. It's a fun game, and let's just have fun. Let's play for fun, not play for ego. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. The problem with Sparking Zero is not the game; it's the community. Let's do better. Let's seek better. God bless you. Peace.